to beat Lewiston pretty good. That was fun.
Yeah.
And a lot of interesting things in high school football Friday night all around the state of Idaho. So you want to pick up your news source and find out those scores. It's going to be a great football year, as we were talking about. So as of right now, we only have 2 home games on the schedule, unfortunately. Trying to pick up a third for one of our bye weeks. And we've got some more road trips, but none as long as this one. And, well, it's been a good game. Bulldogs lead it by 2, 15-13, and Alta will kick off to begin the second half. And Bulldogs have 2 guys back to receive this, and the kick is up, and it's in the air. It's a high kick. The wind catches it, and it'll be caught at the 20-yard line, returned up to the 25, 30, breaking a tackle at the 35 to the 36-yard line is number 18 for the Bulldogs. That's running back Cody Brewster.
Boy, he's shown his strength. Last year he had some issues staying healthy. But just over this, once football season got over, he really went to the gym, Bob, and he got a lot stronger. And you can see that strength right there. Just being able to break that first tackle and get up the field, and a nice return for the Bulldogs here.
Well, Bulldogs with a good field position to begin the second half, clinging to their 2-point lead. 1st and 10 at their own 36. Of course, Parker Pettit starting his 3rd season at the helm of the Bulldogs. He's back to pass. Nobody's open, and he's dropped at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, just a lot of pressure that time. They looked like they went man coverage out on the outside against our receivers, and they brought the house up in all the gaps. And there's a lot of pressure early for Parker. He tried to find a seam, but nowhere to run as he's dropped for a 1-yard loss.
Just underway here in the second half of play. Bob Whitty, Jay Vandenberg, just like old times. Back together. Glad to be here. 2nd down and 10. Pettit back to pass. Throws it to Brewster off the flat. He's right back to about the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, again, the Bulldogs being real cautious here in that passing game. Nothing really downfield. Trying to catch them underneath. And, the Bulldogs, not the way they wanted to start this series. I think they want to get a nice little gain here to get rolling, but they're stuck in a 3rd and 11 situation here.
With the wind at their backs, you want to take advantage of it here in the 3rd quarter because it's going to be tough going, as we've been talking about all morning, going back the other way.
Yeah, I think, the adjustments here for Alta, I believe they're going to start pressuring everybody, and they're going to let their corners and everybody go one-on-one. So
Pettit looking, throwing long down the sidelines, has a man open, and is caught and dropped. Max Frank had it in his hands. He had to dive for it, but he momentarily had it at the Alta 30 and couldn't hang on as he hit the ground. But that was a well-designed, well-run play. Just couldn't bring it in.
You gotta make those plays, Bob. It's Max's 2nd drop of here tonight, of the day, and
the morning.
The ball's perfectly thrown football, and he had it, but just kind of looked like he lost his foot a little bit, tripped and started going to the ground, and just couldn't hold it as he hit the ground and popped loose.
Low snap, but Gove keeps his cool and gets it off. Good, decent kick this time. Bounces at the 30, rolls inside the 20, down inside the 15. It's going to roll all the way down to about the 11-yard line. So great job by Gove getting off that kick. That's Jacob Gove. He is a senior. He had a good kick in the 1st quarter, and then kind of a shank that set up one of the touchdowns for Alta. But it was good to see him out there on a low snap to get off a good kick, and Alta will begin their second half deep in Bulldog territory.
Yeah, 59-yard punt there by Gove. Got a nice roll, about an 18, 19-yard roll, Bob, and boy, puts Alta to start their possession here deep in their own territory.
Branko Hansel Fotu is the quarterback, and he has been the quarterback the entire game out of the shotgun. One man as his running back to his left. Bulldogs on a screen almost got to him. They get the pass off. It is completed, and then a big hit and down for a loss of about 5-6 yards.
Yeah, a good job right there. They're starting to set up the screen out to the right side, but good pressure by the Bulldogs on linebacker Wes Benefield, who comes up there, puts pressure, almost gets the sack, and forces Foto to drop it off that running back a little sooner than he wanted to, and then the Bulldogs just do a great job of tracking him, stops him for a 4-yard loss.
First possession of the second half, Bulldogs leading by 2 points. Second down, and they call it 14. Deep in their own territory. The Hawks take the snap. Fotu back to pass, looking. Finally throws across the middle. It's low, but it's caught at about the 32. Oh, he dropped it. And there's a late hit, I'm afraid, on a Bulldog. Receiver had appeared to make the catch at about the 32, and a Bulldog defender came in and
Shane Sherrill
landed on him. And then the flag was as if the referee was thinking about it for a second, but finally making a call. We'll see what they got for us.
I'm sure the sideline over there to his side.
It is a personal foul against the Bulldogs.
And again, the Bulldogs have them in a situation. It's going to be third down and 14, a good spot to be. And then we another big penalty. And boy, they get looks like they're going to get a first down. And now they're outside their 20. It's just.
You're right. It was totally unnecessary, especially when we learned it was incomplete. That he could have just touched him and he's down, but he didn't. He just laid his shoulder pad into him. So it's first and 10 for Alta at their own 22-yard line. Take the snap, back to pass, looking deep, throws. It is over the head once again of the intended receiver. This is Flores again, and in the first half he was making that exact catch.
Yeah, again, throwing it against the wind. That's in the Bulldogs' favor. The ball just kind of seems to sail a little bit for the quarterback. Is pretty well covered out there on the outside by Kobe Barlow, and the ball's just overthrown.
Stops the clock at 9:14 to go in the third quarter. It'll be second-yard line. Great showing by the Bulldog faithful to make this, 8-9 hour drive and have this many fans show up. Quarterback keeper off to the left side. He's up to 30. He's got a first down and more out of bounds at the 40-yard line. So it could be his first carry for positive yards of the game for Fotu, and it'll be a Hawk first down.
You know, watch some film of their first two games, and he does have that ability. He's pretty athletic. He's able to really make some guys miss. That time, just no Bulldog out to that right side, lose containment. Bulldogs linebackers kind of fall for that play action, and he's able to keep it to the left side and pick up a big first down here.
So first and 10 Hawks at their own 40-yard line. Fotu has one man in the backfield. He hands off to him, and he's up the middle. He's got another first down, gain of about 12 yards. So the running game, which was literally in the negative yardage in the first half, is picking up chunks here in the second.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of running right now. Got the Bulldogs kind of little off kilter, and they've taken some advantage of it here.
So another first down and 10. They're just in Bulldog territory at the 48-yard line. Fotu again in the shotgun. Again, a run up the right side this time, and again, big yardage. Another gain of 11, 12 yards, and close to, if not, an Alta first down. We'll see where they mark it. Mark is going to be very close. They give him a first down. I believe they gave him a first down. Yeah, now the chains were like hesitating.
It's amazing what one penalty can do. Bob, is Alta struggling inside their own 10-yard line. The Bulldogs doing a great job, and then one penalty gets the ball out to the 15, and now they're capitalizing on it. 3 big runs here back to back, and they're in the Bulldog territory. Just looking to take the lead here, their first lead of the game against the Bulldogs.
8:35 to play in the third quarter. Bulldogs 15, Alta 13. This scoring update brought to you by Northwest Auto Body and Towing, with 2 locations to serve you in Sandpoint and Ponderay since 1976, providing quality repairs throughout North Idaho. First and 10 Hawks in Bulldog territory. Fotu back to pass, throws. It is caught for another 10-yard gain. I think it's going to be just shy of a first down at the 29-yard line. So the Alta offense coming out firing here in the third quarter.
They are just slot 10-yard out, and he gets 9 yards on that reception, tackled by Wes Benefield.
So second down and 1, they're calling it. The Bulldogs 29. Fotu, as usual, one man to his right. takes the snap, looking to throw, throws off to the right. It is dropped, incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Interesting when you had the most success they've had all morning on the ground, and they go right back to the air on 2nd and 1.
Yeah, trying to catch the Bulldogs a little off guard there. To feel pretty confident maybe picking up this 1 yard. It's probably 2 down territory for them. They're probably not going to bring that kicker out again into the win here.
No. So 3rd and 1, see if the Bulldog defense had come up with a big play. Fotu keeps it, and he is tackled in the backfield. Big defensive play.
Boy, Owen Wimmer. I believe that's Owen Wimmer out there.
Yeah, number 31, Owen Wimmer, comes in and makes the big tackle for about a 4 or 5 yard loss. They're going to call it 4, so 4th down and 5. And as Jay alluded to, there was 2 down territory there, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and 5. Boy, this would be a great defensive stop by the Bulldogs if they can come up with this. Fotu takes the snap, dropping back, looking. Now he's looking to run. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then slides down and is hit as he slid down. And lucky there wasn't a flag there called on the Bulldogs, but it is going to be a Hawk 1st down.
Boy, no Bulldog. They just couldn't fill all the gaps. And again, the quarterback, Fotu, he's pretty elusive back there. He's nobody open down the field. He's able to keep it and find a little seam to the left side just enough to get to that 1st down marker. I thought he's kind of started to slide a little early, Bob. But still a pretty good spot, and he gets the 1st down.
6.5 to go, 3rd quarter. Alta driving 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 26-yard line. Fotu throwing deep into the end zone. It is incomplete, just beyond the outstretched arms of his intended receiver, Flores.
Boy, had to step on Barlow again that time. That ball pretty well thrown into that wind. And, boy, just almost a nice diving catch there by Flores. I think they like what they see, what they can do in the air against this Bulldog secondary.
Well, that was an impressive pass into the wind, but just a little outside. 2nd down and 10. Bulldog 26-yard line. It's been all Hawks here in the 3rd quarter as they take moving the ball since they got possession. Back to pass is Fotu. He throws. It is incomplete, and there's going to be a flag on the play. And the Hawk faithful applauding that one. They're assuming it's going to be.
That's just great coverage. That's just really good coverage right there down the field. And the guy that has the best judge is his side judge. He's all over it. It's right in front of him. But the back judge, who's blocked by the defender, he throws the flag.
Pass interference against the Bulldogs.
They're going to start calling a little bit of a grab. The Bulldogs been running our routes. They're just grabbing all the time. So, the consistency is the name of the game here, Bob. But, again, the Bulldogs, their 10th penalty of the game. And,
wow.
And just unraveling here, giving up those big penalties and keeping the chains moving for Alta.
Yeah, Bulldogs' backs are against the wall as it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line for Alta, trying to take their first lead of the game. As it is, it's 15-13 Sandpoint. Fotu back to pass, and now he takes off running to his right. He's down to the 5, out of bounds at the 5. And he comes up a little bit limping.
Gets 9 yards on that carry.
So that sets up a 2nd down and 1 from the 5-yard line. Jay, I think he might have had a touchdown had he just turned it up the field and went for the end zone, but instead he just went out of bounds.
Yeah, he had a nice big motor going down the field. He had some momentum his way, but he chose to protect himself and ran out of bounds.
So it's actually a 2nd and 1 on the 4.5-yard line. So obviously they can pick up a 1st and goal situation. There's flags or whistles before they get the playoff, and I think Alta has called a timeout here. Oh. No, they're going to call a penalty. So it's 5 yards back. That improves the situation for the Bulldogs a little bit. They move it back to the 9.5-yard line. They never did throw a flag. They just blew the whistle and put in the penalty. 6:03 to play, third quarter. Bulldogs clinging to a 2-point lead. Second down and 6 now.
They got a new quarterback in the game, doesn't it?
Yeah, they do. Number 12 has come in for the first time this year, so he takes the snap and he's looking to pass. He throws a wobbly pass into the ground. So I don't know if...
well, you said he came up a little hobbled.
Yeah, I think Hansel Fotu, as we talked about, Jay, he didn't try to get in the end zone. He purposely went out of bounds, and I think he's either a cramp situation or he pulled something because they put in the second string quarterback who did not throw a good pass. It would be 3rd and 6 when we resume, but there's an injured Bulldog on the field.
Looks like it's my son, Ari Vandenberg, down.
Of course, the coaching staff and trainer from Alta is out there taking a look at him. 6 minutes to go, third quarter. Bulldogs by 2.
Oh, Graham Dunkel.
It's Dunkel, number 21, and he appears to be okay. Hopefully just had the wind knocked out of him, but he is back on the sideline.
Timothy Cole comes in for him.
So it's going to be a 3rd down and 6. See if the Bulldog defense can once again come up with a big stop. As the wind picks up here in Rexburg.
Fotu comes back into the game here.
Yeah. It must have been just a little cramped situation. So Fotu back in the game. He takes the snap. He's looking left. He throws, and it is going to be incomplete, and no pass interference called here. So it's going to be 4th and 6, and we'll see what the Hawk coaching staff elects to do. They have a decent kicker, as we've seen. They're bringing in the kicking team into the wind. So maybe if a gust comes right at the right time.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be going, what is that, across the field a little bit to the south end of the end zone? Or north end of the end zone?
Yeah.
That wind coming.
So this would be a 25-yard attempt. And another rumble comes through the stadium. And the snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good. Hit the upright, but this time wasn't rejected. It went through. And for the first time this morning, the Alta Hawks take the lead. They lead at 16-15. We'll be back with the ensuing kickoff after this 60-second timeout.
At the co-op, we get the farming, ranching, gardening, off-grid, do-it-yourself, and escape to the woods lifestyle. We understand farm animals, pets, honeybees, and wildlife. In our aisles, you will find housewares, clothing, animal health, hand and power tools, yard and garden supplies, plumbing and electrical products, and more. We can help you plant a garden. We can show you how to put in a fence, run a water line, establish a pasture, and catch the rain in barrels. We can show you what you will need to fasten a dealy bob to a whatchamadingit and hang up a doohickey. Our hardware selection is impressive. And when it gets cold outside, we can help you stay warm with wood stoves, energy logs and pellets, and propane options. So when it comes to propane, farm, home, and hardware, think Co-op Gas and Supply Company. We get this rural life like no one else. Come see us. The Co-op, 125 Tibbetts Lane in Ponderay, 208-263-6820.
We are back. Bob Whitty, Jay Vandenberg along with you here on 97.1 FM as well as Rock 103 and of course the Rock 103 app. You can pick up Rock 103 and Bulldog football from anywhere and everywhere you are. Alta takes the their first lead of the game after a 25-yard field goal. It is 5:50 to play, third quarter, 16-15 with a 1-point lead over the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs, with their wind at their backs, will receive this kickoff. See if they can regain the lead. It's going to be a nice kick. The wind does catch it, so it It's taken at the 12-yard line, returned up the right side of the 20, out of bounds at about the 23, 24-yard line. And that's where the Bulldog offense will take possession.
Yeah, it looks like Shane Sherrill on the return there, number 20, if I can see that correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job. I mean, they angle kicked it that way. They had the return set up middle, it looks like, and just nowhere for Shane to really gain any traction up that right side. Is pretty well executed there by the Alta special teams.
Bulldogs, even though they had a lot longer drive to get down here, are technically the home team. So in their red helmets, red jerseys, white pants, the Alta Hawks, they kind of look like Oregon State a little bit with the white jersey and black numerals, black pants, and helmet. Pettit, the quarterback, starting his third season at the helm for the Bulldogs. He's back to pass. He's got time. He throws. He's got a man open and just overthrown. Probably picked up a little bit by the wind over Max Frank's outreached arms and incomplete.
A lot of holding. 2 flags. Bulldogs again, another penalty. It's just gonna.
Jeez. Well, you know, first game of the season, long road trip, usually adds up to penalties.
Yeah.
And explains why Pettit had so much time.
Number 44, active physical, remains first down.
Glad you're along with us. We will be back on the air next Friday night. High school football the way it was intended, not on a Saturday morning, although I kind of like this. It's fun. But Friday night from the home of the Vikings in Coeur d'Alene. Going to be a great Bulldog football season, and Bulldogs second down and a lot, deep in their own territory and running off to the side, or attempting to. Bulldog running back tackled at about the 7-yard line.
Yeah, you can't throw the ball down, kid.
It's going to be third and 20, let's see, 10, about 26 yards. Second down and 26 yards, excuse me. Bulldogs deep in their own territory on their own 9-yard line. Pettit barking out the signals. Takes the snap, looking to throw, looking, breaks the tackle, still looking, and he throws across. It is completed up to the 24-yard line is Ari Vandenberg, I believe. Is that his first catch?
Second catch.
Second catch.
That one good for, what is that? 15 yards, I think.
Well, you talked about some of the kids who bulked up from last year, and Ari certainly amongst those.
Yeah, good job there by Parker Pettit. Just snap it.
And
Snap
once
it.
again, there's whistles before the Bulldogs can get off the play. This is going to be a timeout by Alta.
Yeah, they couldn't get their guys out the field. They're making a substitution, and Pettit saw it wisely and he said, snap the ball. Let's go. Let's get them.
Gotcha. We'll keep it right here. 4:26 to play in the third quarter. Bulldogs trailing by 1, 15-16. This scoring update brought to you by Sun Rental, proud supporter of the Bulldogs since 1979. Of course, at Sun Rental, they rent everything under the sun. I want to thank all of our sponsors here for Bulldog football, and like I said, it's going to be a great season, a lot of road trips, and we couldn't do it without the help of our sponsors.
Could not do that. The salary you and I are making on this, we probably shouldn't talk about it.
Yeah.
I mean, the jackets themselves are,
I haven't gotten that jacket yet.
Yeah, but the jackets themselves is
That'll be 100% raise when we get it. It's for the love of the Bulldogs.
That's right. Well, no,
It's really fun being back here. Took 2 years off, and honestly, last place I wanted to be the last 2 falls was in a crowded press box, and I'd do anything to be in a crowded press box right now. But we were coming to you from the grandstands here at Madison High School in Rexburg, playing the Alta Utah Hawks. Bulldogs take the snap. It's going to be Pettit trying to run up the middle. He's going to get limited yardage.
Yeah.
That was on the 3rd and 10 play.
Pretty conservative there.
Very conservative play on 3rd and 10. It's going to be 4th down. The Bulldogs look a little confused.
I think they're going to have Pettit probably just do a quick kick here.
Yeah, as Gove, the punter, is not on the field. It is Pettit. He takes the snap. He drops it. He picks it up, and his kick is blocked. And it's going to be bouncing around. It's going to be fielded.
Jeez, that was a nightmare.
Yeah, that was a disaster from the start. It was 4th and 10 for the Bulldogs, and Pettit wanted to have a quick kick, but he dropped the snap, picked it up, had it blocked, and Madison is in business with 1st and goal.
Yeah, the Bulldogs, just those first game mistakes, they just, giving Alta every opportunity. And Alta gets the win that they're favored in the 4th quarter, and the Bulldogs, boy, this is stacking up to be a tough 4th quarter for Sandpoint.
Yeah, that play, Bulldogs look confused right from the get-go. And here it is, a 3:47 in the 3rd quarter, already trailing by a point. And it's actually going to be a pass into the end zone and should have been caught, but luckily incomplete. So they actually gave it to them, Jay, on about the 16-yard line.
Looks like the quarterback is hurt again.
So yeah, they are operating. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 16-yard line, but we have an injured player for Alta. They will have the medical staff come out and see him. It looks like another cramp again for Fotu. He went out for one play earlier this quarter. And it's pretty common in football around the country this time of year for cramps to come in. I mean, you drink as much water as physically possible, and it's still oftentimes going to get a cramp.
Yep, early in the season.
And boy, do they hurt.
A little warm.
And if you think they hurt when you were younger, wait till you're in your mid-late 60s. They're even worse.
Well, I'm proud of you. I don't really I get cramps if I maybe sit too long or something. It's good to see you're still active.
Trying, Jay. So they're still attending to Hansel Fotu. 3:45 to play in the 3rd quarter. Bulldogs trailing by a point. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. The ball at the Bulldog 15-yard line. And he is going to be helped up. See if they need to take him out for a play. He took his helmet off. And he is walking very gingerly, so this might have been a little more than a cramp.
Yeah, he doesn't look too good.
No, he's walking about as slow as humanly possible.
Maybe a break for the Bulldogs here as they bring in number 12, freshman quarterback.
Yeah. No way can I pronounce his last name, so we'll go with the first name, Kepa. Kepa keeps it, rolls to his right, and throws a pass that is almost picked off by Jack Zimmerman. It's going to set up a 3rd and 10. So, yeah, Jay, you're right. This may have been a nice break for the Bulldogs. If they can keep the Hawks out of the end zone here, Bulldogs will still be in good shape with 3:40 to go 3rd quarter.
Yeah, limited damage here, but what a big spot for this 6'2 freshman for Alta. They must have pretty high expectations of this kid if he's the backup quarterback here.
Yeah. So number 12 on your radio dial, Kepa in the ball game. So 3rd down and 10 from the Bulldog 15-yard line as the wind continues to howl through the grandstands. Takes the snap, looking left, throws a pass that is off his intended receiver's foot. So the freshman,
Doesn't like the pressure.
Perhaps his first varsity game, and coming in, no warm-ups, and threw a couple of tough passes.
Thrown 3 balls so far, and none of them been close.
So they bring in the field goal kicker. He's going against the wind, but he has made a 25-yarder into the wind so far this morning, and here he is a 32-yard kick, and
That's
it is
no good.
up, and it is wide to the left. So the Bulldogs dodge a bullet and are still down by just 1 and still have the ball with the wind at their backs. for at least for the next 3 minutes and 36 seconds.
Boy, yeah, dodge that bullet right there. As block punt sets up Alta pretty nicely inside the 20-yard line, and boy, the Bulldogs just shut them down. They actually go backwards a little bit and come away unscathed. Very fortunate.
Well, the Bulldogs will take over on offense. Coach Thielbar talking to his troops right now. See if the Bulldogs can march it down the field, eat up some clock, and get back in the lead.
Yeah, this O-line is going to have to do a better job of creating some holes here. They've really been stagnant, opening up holes here in the second half, and really up to them to kind of protect and give Parker some time to look downfield.
Cody Brewster is the lone running back. He's got the ball. He's going up the middle. Has a nice little hole and a nice gain up to about the 28-yard line. Be a little shy of the first down.
Alta really going after that ball there. He picks up 9 on that one. The ball comes out late, but after the whistle's been blown. But in that time, a nice little hole up the right side. Ari Vandenberg leads the way, gets a nice little kick out block there, and allows Brewster to get to that second level, and Brewster's able to do the rest. Good hard running.
Clock running down to about the 3-minute mark. Pettit over center here on 2nd and 1. He's going to hand it off, and here's Brewster breaking through a hole. He's up to the 35-40, out of bounds at the 42-yard line. First down, Bulldogs. Jay, you mentioned it just 2 plays ago that the offensive line's got to pick it up, and there's 2 nice holes in a row for the Bulldog running back.
Yeah, absolutely. Good job that time, again, by that offensive line off the left side that time, and Brewster works his way up the field. Picks up a huge first down as the Bulldogs offense starting to get a little momentum.
2.5 to go third quarter. 1st and 10 Bulldogs at their own 42-yard line. Pettit getting a low snap, but he fields it. He's looking, he's throwing deep down the sidelines, and it is overthrown by a couple of yards and complete.
Yeah, pretty well covered for Max Frank, too, down the field. He wasn't open at all. Wynn kind of makes that sail. It looked like the defender became the receiver on that play. But the Bulldogs, they take a shot here. Take a shot with just over 2 minutes and 20 seconds left here, and trying to get the home run ball.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Despite the win, wonderful facilities they have here at Madison High School. Their athletic facilities, Jay, this is unbelievable for a high school. Not only this stadium, but there are 3 gyms, and they're a huge field house. Pettit on a quarterback keeper is going to get a handful of yards.
Boy, those snaps are coming in so low. Parker's doing a good job just catching the ball, but those snaps are coming down at his feet.
2 minutes to go into the quarter. Bulldogs trying to take advantage of the wind at their back here. It is 3rd and 6 at their own 46. Another low snap, and Parker picks it up. He throws it. It is caught, and taking a big shot and hanging on at the 45-yard line. Hunter Garcia with the catch, and boy, that's a ball that I think some NFL players would have dropped just because they got hit so hard, but he hung on. First down, Bulldogs in Alta territory. Great job. Pettit standing right at midfield to take this snap. It's another low one, but he takes it, throws it out to Frank. Frank bobbles it and then drops it, and they're calling it incomplete.
That's Frank's 3rd drop here tonight.
He just that time, Jay, I think he looked up and saw 3 Hawk defenders right in front of him and just didn't quite concentrate enough to haul the ball in.
Yeah, just got to catch the ball first, didn't go, but still he would have been able to get a few yards. That ball would have been, if he would have caught that ball. Vandenberg blocking the outside receiver. He has a couple guys coming, but he's still going to get some positive yardage.
As it is, it's 2nd down and 10 for the Bulldogs from Alta 44-yard line. Handoff up the middle for Brewster. He can't break a tackle. He gains about 1, maybe 2, so it sets up a big 3rd down play for the Bulldog offense. His time is running down here in the 3rd quarter. 16-15. Alta leading this game. Pettit once again standing right at his own 50 or at the 50-yard line. Bulldogs have 3 receivers to the near side, 1 way wide to the far side. Pettit looks right, throws left. It's caught by Frank. Second effort gets him close to the first down, but he's going to be a couple yards short which will be an interesting decision for the Bulldogs. Going to be 4th and a long 3, closer to 4 yards, and they appear to be going for it. Ball is at the Alta 37-yard line. So no hesitation. Bulldogs going for it on 4th and 4. Pettit going to keep it left side, breaks a tackle. He's going to be very close. Oh, it just obviously depends on the spot, but it appears, Jay, he's going to be about a half a yard short.
Half a yard short, yeah.
Great job by Parker Pettit just to get any kind of positive on there on 4th and 4. So he got hit right at the line, and he broke a tackle. It appeared momentarily he's going to pick up the first, but a nice tackle got him down just shy. And the Bulldogs turn it over on downs as we are down to 25 seconds in the third quarter. Alta Hawks offense back out on the field. 1st and 10 at their own 35. Again, their backup quarterback is in. Number 12, freshman Kepa, their star quarterback, Fotu, has gone out with an injury, and he remains out. Kepa takes the snap, hands it off, up the middle, and positive yardage for about 6 or 7 yards. And, Jay, here in the beginning of the third quarter, Alta came out successfully running the ball, and then they went back to the passing game.
Yeah. Pretty good first down run there that time as they run it up the middle. They're going to, at the end of the quarter here, and pick up nice 6 yards.
They've also run out of time. That's it for 3 quarters of this opening game for the Bulldogs is in the books. It is Alta 16, the Bulldogs 15. We'll be back with your all-important fourth quarter after this 60-second timeout.
Since Woods Hay and Grain opened their doors in 2013, they continue to provide quality livestock feed for the community, working with nutritionists using sustainable and locally grown ingredients to create simple yet complete.
Long ride.
That will keep your livestock happy and healthy.
You guys going all the
So
way
whether
to
you
it?
ferment, use loose grains, pellets, or crumbles, Woods Hay and Grain has something for your livestock. Visit them online at
That's how we did it at Laurel years ago. We had Jack Dykes fan. I can't remember who we had an injured player, Chris Chapman and myself. We drove all the way.
Have you tried
14
the new
hours
Fast Lane
back.
checkout at the Sandpoint
And
Super One
I was
Foods?
driving the last
There's
leg
6
in the
new
middle of the
Fast Lane
night. It's like
checkout
2:30 in the
stations, and
morning.
they are
God.
super convenient
And everybody
and super
falls
easy to use.
asleep, and we're
Check it
driving
out
through
today.
like
And if
around
you're looking for
Wallace.
a great
You know where those
job,
big balls
Super
are
One
across
Foods
the
is hiring
And I'm
with
like
a variety of
spacing
positions
out.
available,
You guys
with some of them
seen
starting
this?
at $18 an hour.
I think that's
Apply
like
today
near
at
like Kellogg or something.
Yeah,
superonefoods.net.
right
Simply
through that.
Stop by the store.
I felt like I was
Super One
hallucinating.
Foods in Sandpoint.
We are back, fourth quarter of play. 2nd down and 3 for the Alta Hawks as they hand it off left side. It hit right at the line and down as Wes Benefield in on the tackle. And then a couple of snaps. Maybe got a face mask? Couldn't really see as we are a mile away in this huge stadium. But it is going to be against the Bulldogs, who have been injury prone this morning, to say the least. It is a face mask. Great play by Benefield. They hit him right at the line, but it's going to give Alta a first down into Bulldog territory. They have the wind at their backs now. Keep in mind they have a second-string freshman quarterback in. Was yet to throw a good pass. See if the Bulldog defense can respond. Once again, they've played a good game and just been injury prone here. I guess it's now early afternoon, a couple minutes after 12. A bottle just flew by us, Jay. And he tries to pass, and it is broken up and a knockdown. Great job by Bulldogs defender there. Didn't catch the number.
Yeah, I think it was Tyler Neely, maybe?
I think so.
Number 88, is that right? No, I don't have an 88.
Well, Neely's 87. That's close. Anyway, it is 2nd down and 10 for the Hawks. Just underway here in the fourth quarter. Kepa is standing at midfield. He drops back. He's looking. He breaks a tackle. He's going to run it. Shows some good speed and gets about 4 or 5 yards, setting up a third and about 5 down at the Bulldog 40-yard line.
Yeah, nice tackle, open field tackler by Owen Wimmer. That time the quarterback, the freshman, was able to, get some room, some daylight, and then he ran pretty hard.
Yeah.
Here comes their starting quarterback, Fotu's back into the game here.
Branko Hansel Fotu. He's played a good game. He's a great athlete. He is a junior quarterback. He's gone out a couple of times, but now he is back in. On this 3rd and 5, he is looking to pass. He throws. It is complete. Caught at the 22 and then tackled down at about the 17-yard line. It'll be a first down, and guess who? Noah Flores, the go-to receiver for Alta, once again on a nice run and catch by the Hawks, and they are down to the Bulldogs 17-yard line, 1st and 10.
Boy, they're really working that deep zone. Their linebackers, just the depth isn't there. They're just kind of squeezing them in there, and Flores is able to really come off that break and get a couple steps on Kobe Barlow, who ends up making the tackle. But the safety was too far deep, and boy, big play and a big first down there by Alta.
1st and 10 at the Bulldogs 17. They're back in the red zone, and the quarterback's going to keep it. Gets down to about the 11 is Hansel Fotu.
Got another flag.
Good Lord.
Near the offensive line. This is in maybe the spot where it's maybe some holding here.
It is a hold against
10-yard penalty.
Alta. 10 minutes to go, fourth quarter. Bulldogs trailing by 1, trying to keep the Hawks out of the end zone here, give themselves a chance to regain the lead later on this quarter. We'll just have to wait and see. Of course, the Bulldogs opening game of the season. Glad you're along with us. This is the Hawks' actual 3rd game of the season. They are 1-1. A lot of penalties in this one. Pretty typical for an opening team. So it's 1st and 18. Back to pass, looking deep into the end zone, and it's going to be overthrown everybody. Incomplete. There was not a receiver within 10 yards of that one. I think Fotu might have just good coverage by the Bulldog D-backs and just threw it away.
Yeah, looking downfield for number 14, Tafisi. That's some hard names to pronounce, but
it is really tough.
But he was pretty well covered, and the Bulldogs just didn't allow him to release to that corner of the end zone. Good job by that secondary that time.
Okay, because of the penalty, it is now 2nd down and 18. Yeah, hand off to 21 to the right side. Good Bulldog defense. It might have gained 2 yards or 1.5. And now it'll be a 3rd down and about 16. Great, Jay, if the Bulldogs can come up with another stop here and get the offense back out on the field. Clock down to about 9:15. Plenty of time. Might be tough if they're to give up 7.
Yeah, just going in against the wind here. Not going to be a whole lot of options for the Bulldogs. Really, the passing game really not effective at all. And give credit to that Alta defense, too. They're doing a good job of staying with their receivers. But the Bulldogs definitely need to keep them out of the end zone here to give them a chance.
Fotu back to pass. He's looking to the end zone once again. He throws, and it is way out of bounds. Incomplete. Great job by the Bulldog defenders back there, all over the intended receiver, and it's going to set up a 4th and 16.
You got to think the kicker's in here now, right?
Yeah. Well, he's shown that he's got a foot, and he's got the wind at his back. It's going to be a 40-yard field goal attempt. They already lead by 1, so they could take a 4-point lead. This is big in this game here. Alta attempting the 40-yard field goal. Snap is a little high, but it's down. The kick is blocked. The kick is blocked, and the ball is rumbling around. A Bulldog tried to pick it up, and then a Hawk finally jumps on it at about midfield. Great pursuit by the Bulldog defensive line, blocking the kick.
Boy, that's That's a big play right there by the special teams. You know, it's the third, probably not the most talked about facet of the game. And, boy, the Bulldogs have given one away with the bad punt.
Yeah.
Same with Alta, but, boy, this time they came in and get a nice field goal block and now set up the 50-yard line. The 48, but a big play right there by the special teams for Sandpoint Bulldogs.
Absolutely. It was a high snap, but it didn't affect the kicker whatsoever. He never even hesitated. He just went through his motions, and we've seen that he's got a good leg, so the Bulldogs, great penetration and blocking the kick. They take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line with plenty of time, 8.5 minutes to go. Pettit over center. Takes the snap, handoff to the right side, a gain of about 4 yards for the Bulldogs right at midfield.
I believe that's going to be Frank again.
Well, Frank's not an active game.
Yeah, he's a player, junior, all-league returner.
Clint making the long trip down just this morning.
Yeah, got here a little late. Well, he's coming.
He could have taken the fire
he's
truck.
Actually coming from, I think, Riggins. I think
where
he.
Gotcha.
He's got some work to do down there. He's a guide on the river there.
Middle Fork Tours, I believe. Brewster to the right side, looking for a block. Gets down to about the 39-yard line. Very close to a Bulldog first down. Great effort by Cody Brewster, junior running back. And they are calling it 3rd and 1. Actually, not a very favorable spot. Call it 3rd and 2. Big play for the Bulldog offense. Parker Pettit looking at the sidelines for the play. Gets the snap. Hands off to Brewster. He's got the first down and a handful more down to about the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 Sandpoint.
Brewster up over 102 yards, over 100 yards at 102 on 13 carries.
Clock running down to about the 7-minute mark. Bulldogs trail by 1, but on the move here. Pettit standing at about the Alta 45-yard line. Brewster in the backfield. Takes his snap. Hands off to Brewster, who's got nowhere to go. Loses 2.
Jeez.
It'll be 2nd down and 12. It's like that play never formulated.
Yeah, just a complete collapse off that left side. You know, you got our big horses out to the left side. Boy, it just was over in a hurry.
So Pettit over center now, 6.5 to go. 2nd down and 12. The wind continues to howl through the Madison bleachers. Pettit over center, takes the snap, hands it off, and it's going to be Frank up the gut. He's got about 5-6 yards, and no surprise, we've got yet another penalty flag. In the penalty marred opening game for the Sandpoint Bulldogs. Referees discussing the situation. And it's going to be...
Looking at Alta there.
Haven't indicated anything yet. Here it comes.
We got a person foul. Illegal block below the waist.
Illegal block
Below the waist.
below the waist for the Bulldogs.
15-yarder. That's just those are just killers.
Boy, Jay, you can really hear it when the referee, it's just like in college or pros where he's just talking there into the PA system. You just hear that wind howling down on the field.
Yeah, well, it's
Big penalty. This will drive the Bulldogs back into their own territory at the 48-yard line, where it's going to be 2nd and a long ways, 22 yards. Yeah, 22 yards, 2nd and 22. So big penalty there, block below the waist on the Bulldogs. Pettit under center, 2 men in the backfield. He fakes it to Frank. He wants to throw. He's hit, and it is incomplete. Follow around. It looked like
drilled. He's out.
They were trying to set up a screen, and
he was wide open down the field on that fly. He just didn't have enough time to throw it.
No, I just couldn't get it over the big Alta lineman. Could have been intercepted, then was almost recepted, then almost intercepted, and then fell incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 22.
Almost could have been a fumble.
Yeah. And Pettit is one tough kid because he took a shot and he's acting like, that's nothing. Well, back to the shotgun now, 3rd and 22 for the Bulldogs. Takes a snap. He's looking. He's going to be sacked back at the 40-yard line. Nobody open. Nothing Parker could do about it. He takes the sack, and it's going to be 4th and forever. And the Bulldogs will punt. 5.5 to go. Clock running here in the 4th quarter, and the Hawks will get the ball back. Bulldogs are going to need a break.
Yeah, this is, punting into the wind here too. Alta's, he's pretty far up here. Let's see what the punter can do here. But, there's no play in the book there for, 30 yards.
Almost a high snap. Gove does a good job and gets off a good punt into the wind, and it takes a little bit of a Bulldog bounce. It goes inside the 25 down to about the 20-yard line. So great job by the senior Jacob Gove getting off a clutch punt here for the Bulldogs. We'll see what the defense can do and the Alta offense with a 1-point lead and less than 5 minutes to go in the game.
Yeah, just, too many penalties.
Yeah.
Too many penalties.
That
Bob.
blocking below the waist was a killer.
Yeah, just you're not going to win any games. You're not going to win too many games when you have 14 penalties and all big penalties and key moments. So you got to assume that you're going to see Alta run the football quite a bit here. Try to run the clock, make the Bulldogs use some timeouts.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you would figure. Fotu back in as quarterback. He's gone out a couple of times with injuries, but he is there. He hands off left side. No, he keeps it to the right side on a great fake and picks up a first down. Gets 11 yards. And that's his only 3rd or 4th carry of the game. And for a guy who's been taken off the field twice with a leg injury, no one expected him to keep the ball.
Oh, I think that's the backup freshman.
Oh, it is.
12.
You're right. That is 12. Okay, I'll take that back. No one expected the freshman quarterback to keep it. He did, picked up 11 and an Alta first down.
Yeah, you just can't lose containment out to the outside. You've got to stick to your assignment, and a Bulldog guilty of just following the play fake instead of sticking to his assignment.
And you were right about them keeping it on the ground, you would figure, because Kepa has not shown a very experienced arm yet at quarterback. He hands it off to his lone running back, who's cuts back and picks up a handful of yards. 2, maybe 3. Clock approaching the 4-minute mark. Bulldogs trailing by a point. Coming up at the end of this game, we'll have our Mountain West Bank post-game show. We will not be able to have a coach's interview today, which just unfavorable conditions for that today, but we will have our jalapeno stat page, as Jay has done a very commendable job keeping those stats here. This morning, or now early afternoon, 3.5 to go. Kepa at quarterback. 2nd down and 7. He takes the snap. He hands it off this time up the gut. Nowhere to go. It's going to be 3rd down. Clock down to 3:20.
Probably time to use a timeout, maybe.
Well, I think you'd want to see what happens on
3rd
down. It'd usually be the play. There's a Bulldog down.
Don't. You got to get up.
He's trying to get up. Now they call a timeout.
Just can't do that. Not in this moment. They might cost the Bulldogs a timeout.
This would appear to be a cramped away. He's trying to stretch his legs. A warm day down here in Rexburg. Easily to get cramped up in the early season here in the late summer. And that's the situation apparently for a Bulldog has been tended to. 3:06 to go. Alta 16, the Bulldogs 15. This scoring update brought to you by Interstate Concrete, proud sponsor of Bulldog football for more than 30 years. I also thank Jalapeno, 7B TV, Northwest Auto Body, Sun Rental for our scoring updates here. The folks at Yolks Fresh Market for our pregame show, Columbia Bank for our halftime show, and coming up here in about 3 minutes playing time will be our Mountain West Bank post-game show as the Bulldog player is up and appears to be okay and
Levi Ballison.
off the field. It's Levi Ballison. I talk about a strong kid. That kid can lift.
He can. I think he's what I read. If I say this right, he's the strongest pound per pound kid in the state of Idaho.
Yeah. It's amazing. So the clock runs again at the 3-minute mark. It is 3rd and 6. Big play for the Bulldog defense. Keppa looking to the sidelines for a play. He signals whatever it is. You would think it's going to be a run. Taking as much time as possible. And now there's got a delay of game. So, Jay, I don't know this, but I think he didn't communicate whatever play came in from the sidelines well enough to his team to know what was going on, and the center just didn't snap it.
Yeah, I don't. Interesting. I don't think the clock. Do they restart the clock once it rolls, or is it a dead ball and it doesn't start until the snap? It becomes a clock management game right
Absolutely.
now, so they're trying to manage the clock here. But I don't know why you wouldn't snap the ball on 3rd and 5 and make it a 3rd and 10.
Absolutely. So now it's 3rd and 11. Ball at their own 30-yard line. They finally do get a snap in. The clock starts. He throws, and it is caught right about at the first down marker, maybe a little short. It's hard to see.
Oh, they got it.
They gave him the first down.
Yeah, that could be it right there for the Bulldogs.
Well, the Bulldogs are going to have to go to timeouts. I'm not sure how many they have left. It's always one of the tougher stats to keep. Well, you're trying to keep all the other stats. Clock running at 2:15 to go. Bulldogs trail by 1, but a fresh set of downs for the Hawks. They are now at their own 41-yard line, and it would appear they can just run out the clock as we head down towards the 2-minute mark. Keppa taking every second that he can to accept this snap. He gets it. He hands it off, and running back 21 is thrown for a loss in the backfield. He'll lose about 4, and then the Bulldogs call timeout. Coach Knowles calling his defensive troops over to the sideline. 1 minute, 53 seconds to go in the ball game. Here at the Rocky Mountain Rumble, there were 3 games here yesterday afternoon and last night. There's 2 more after us today, but I'm not sticking around for them.
Yeah, I think I'm hitting the road myself.
Hitting the road.
Nearly an 8-hour drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, tough game here for the Bulldogs. Just really, their worst own enemy. Bob, they've really shot themselves in the foot. I think, I thought they've really, at times played really well. And, but just too many penalties, too many big penalties in key moments that just took them out of position, forced them to do something they don't really want to do. And that's those 3rd and 20s, those big downs, big yardage downs, and it's just not what the Bulldogs like to do.
Trying to look at the bright side here is that hopefully got all those big mistakes out of their system. We got the Coeur d'Alene Vikings next week.
Right. And Alta's a good team out of Utah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Utah football is stout. These guys lost to Layton 27-20 in a game that they had 1st and goal twice, and and Layton was able to keep them out of the end zone, and Layton pummeled Lewiston last night. So
yeah, they killed them. So 1:55 to go out of the timeout. It is 2nd and 12, and a handoff right side, and 21 had good momentum. He picks up about 7 to about their own 45-yard line, and the Bulldogs use another timeout. Play only took about 5 seconds, so that's the good news, and it's going to be 3rd down and about 6.
Yeah, Bulldogs doing everything they can here. 3rd down, can't give up this first down. You got to force Alta to punt the football and try to get the ball back with just over a minute to play. and Alta has the wind at their back, barring a bad snap or something or some kind of crazy special teams. The Bulldogs will have a long way to go to get into field goal range to possibly win this game.
How dramatic would that be? Into the wind.
Yeah.
But key thing is to not allow the Hawks to get a first down, because that would be a ball game. 1 minute, 50 seconds to go. Bulldogs trailing by a point. Sandpoint was the first to score on kind of a whoop-de-doo extra point attempt. Picked up 2.
Look for them to throw the ball again. Look for them to look at Flores.
Kepa, the second-string freshman quarterback, in. 3rd down and 6. Takes the snap. He's going to pitch it out right side, and picking up the first down apparently is the runner. He needed 6. He got 8, and first down. Alta just into Bulldog territory, and that's probably going to do it.
That does it right there. Bulldogs, I believe they have one more timeout left. And they'll be able to sit on this and wind it down.
That was like the perfect play that Alta called right there. Just to pitch out to the right. It had the Bulldogs a little bit fooled, and picked up the 8 yards and a first down. Still in the shotgun, so things could happen. But now he must have heard me, because he runs up to the line. No, now he's backing off.
Got to create a fumble here.
Takes the snap, hands it off right side, breaks through a hole, picks up another first down to about the 35-yard line. So I'm thinking the Bulldog defenders thought he might just take a knee, but they ran another play and picked up about 14 yards. The small crowd from Alta whooping it up now. Jay, I can't say enough about the Bulldog fans. We have 4 times as many fans and 4 times as far a road trip.
Exactly. There's a lot of expectations for the Sandpoint Bulldog football team. Skyline played Stanberry last night, got just rocked, blown out. Again, Stanberry, number 3 ranked team in that 5A down in Utah. 68-42. High scoring game in the first half, and so Skyline goes down. They're number 1 team in the 4As. Now the Bulldogs, playing the 13th ranked team out of Utah. Looks like they're going to fall in a tough match here, 16-15, and just a tough game. Alta's no team to you can take lightly. They're well coached. They're physical up front, and they've really done a good job. And take away the penalties, I think the Bulldogs come away with a victory. But they were down their own undoing.
Yeah, that's very well said. As the Bulldogs used their last time out, 53 ticks left on the 4th quarter clock, and you're absolutely right, Jay. I think the Bulldogs will chalk this one up to experience. I think they are an outstanding football team, and just too many mistakes today after the long road trip, and going to come away with likely a 1-point loss. Here is Coach Knowles talking to his defensive troops, who've led up a couple of big plays here late in the 4th quarter, allowing Alta to get a couple of first downs and ultimately likely being able to run out of time. So players back out on the field, 53 seconds to go. It is 2nd down and about 12. They're just going to take a knee. They do. Bulldogs can't stop it. And that's going to be it. Jay working on the jalapeno stat page as we wait for the clock here to officially run out. They'll take one more knee, and then what we'll do is take a 2-minute timeout after that. There's the knee, and that's going to run out the clock, and that's going to be the final score here from Madison High School in Rexburg, Idaho. It is the Alta, Utah Hawks 16, the Sandpoint Bulldogs 15, and a good travel experience for this Bulldog Ball Club. We'll be back with Bulldog football next Friday night from a little closer to home in Viking Stadium in Coeur d'Alene. What we're going to do right now is take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back with your Mountain West Bank post-game show and your jalapeno stat page right after this.
One thing the Sandpoint Bulldogs are renowned for is their inseparableness. No matter